So for exercise 3.3 of trigonometry, we have to have a basic concept before we start the sum. So this is our 0 degree, this is our pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2, and this one is again 2 pi. And as you already know that in the first quadrant all the trigonometric quantities are positive. In the second quadrant it is sine and cosec, they are positive. In the third quadrant it is tan and cot, which are positive. And in the fourth quadrant we have cos and sec, which are positive. All sine, tan and cos. The second thing that you have to remember is along the x-axis, that is along 0, pi, 2 pi and others, the function does not change. The function does not change. Whereas in case of the y-axis, where we have the angles like pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, then 5 pi by 2, in those cases the function does change. How does it change? So if we have sine, it will be converted to cos. If we have cos, it will be converted to sine. If we have tan, it will be converted to cot, and vice versa. And if we have cosec, it will be converted to sec, and sec will be converted to cosec. For example, if I give you some examples like sine pi by 2 plus theta. Now if you look after this one, pi by 2 is this falling along the y-axis, so this sine will be converted to cos. Okay, now pi by 2 plus theta, so pi by 2 plus theta will be somewhere in the second quadrant only. So this is the second quadrant, this is falling in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant, since we know that the sine angle, the value of sine will be positive, so it will be plus cos theta. Similarly, if I ask about cos pi by 2 plus theta, since it is along pi by 2, so cos will be converted to sine, and pi by 2 falls in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant cos is negative, so it will be minus sine theta. And this thing will be applied for all the different other trigonometric quantities. For example, if I take something like this, that tan pi by 2, let us take tan pi minus theta. So since it is along the x-axis, as I have said, along the x-axis the function does not change, so it will remain tan theta. But pi minus theta will be somewhere along the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant tan is negative. Why? Because sine and cosec are positive, tan is negative, so it will be minus tan theta, right? Let us take some other examples and let us try to make it clear to us. So we have cosec 3 pi by 2 plus theta. So since it is along the y-axis, so the function will change. Cosec will become sec theta. Okay, cosec 3 pi by 2 plus theta will become sec theta, as I have told you that cosec changes to sec, and 3 pi by 2 plus theta will be somewhere in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant the sine of cosec theta will be negative, so it will be minus sec theta. And that is how we are going to solve the questions of this exercise. For each and every of them, like for sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec, sec, for all of them you can find out the respective pi by 2 forms. We will be using these values, and whenever it is required I'll make you understand once again. So if we come to the first question of this exercise, the first question is quite simple. So we have sine square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 minus tan square pi by 4 is what we have to prove, that we are getting minus half. So if you see carefully, the value of sine pi by 6 is half. So we'll get half whole square plus cos pi by 3 is again half. So it is half whole square minus tan pi by 4, 45 degree, that is 1. So it will be 1 square. So if you solve it, you will get 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 1, that is half minus 1, that is minus half, and it is our right hand side. Right? Quite easy, quite simple. Now the concept that we have studied right now will be used in question number 2, where we know the value of sine pi by 6, we know the value of cos pi by 3, but we have to find out the value of cosec 7 pi by 6. So see how we can do it. So it is cosec 7 pi by 6 is what we have to find out. So we can write it like this: cosec 6 pi plus pi by 6, right? So it can be represented as cosec pi plus pi by 6. And as I have told you that the function does not change along 0, pi, 2 pi and so on. So since we have pi here, so it will be the same cosec pi by 6. Now we have to see that in which quadrant it is falling. So if we draw a rough diagram on the right hand side, it is just for the beginning purpose. So this one is a 0, this one is your pi, and pi plus pi by 6 will be somewhere in the third quadrant. And in the third quadrant, if you look after the thing very carefully, you have all sine, tan and cos. So the value of tan is positive here. Other than that, all the trigonometric ratios are negative. So the value of cosec will be negative. So it will be minus cosec pi by 6, right? And what is the value of this minus cosec pi by 6? What is the value of this minus cosec pi by 6? Sine pi by 6 is sine pi by 6. So if I tell you what is the value of sine pi by 6, sine pi by 6 is half, right? So cosec pi by 6 will be minus 2, isn't it? Because cosec pi by 6 is reverse of or reciprocal of sine pi by 6, so it will be 2, and since we have a negative sign, it will be minus 2. Now if we take the left hand side, where we have 2 sine square pi by 6 plus cosec square 7 pi by 6 into cos square pi by 3, then if we put the values here, so it is 2 into sine pi by 6 is half, so it is half square, plus cosec square 7 pi by 6 is minus 2, so it will be minus 2 whole square, and cos pi by 3 is half, so it is half square. So how much we are getting? We are getting this as 2 into 1 by 4 plus 2 2s are 4 into 1 by 4. So this is going to be half plus 1, and that is nothing but 3 by 2. As simple as that. Similar concept will be used in question number 3. First of all, we will find out the value of cosec 5 pi by 6. Since we are doing it for the first time, so we are going to follow the same procedure. We will find out the value of cosec pi by 6 first, and then we will move into the rest of the sum. So cosec 5 pi by 6 can be written as 6 pi minus pi upon 6. So that is cosec pi minus pi by 6. Now as the function is along the pi, so I'm repeating it once again. If it is along 0, pi and 2 pi, 0, pi and 2 pi, the function is not going to change. So the function will remain same. It will remain same. The cosec will remain cosec only. Pi by 6 will be pi by 6. Now we have to check pi minus pi by 6 will be somewhere in the second quadrant, and we already know that in the second quadrant the sign of cosec is how much? It is positive, because all sine, tan, cos in this second quadrant, sine and cosec are positive. So it will be plus cosec pi by 6, right? And plus cosec pi by 6 is how much? It is only 2. Sine pi by 6 is half, cosec pi by 6 will be 2. And thus it brings us to the left hand side, where we have to find out cot square pi by 6 plus cosec 5 pi by 6 plus 3 tan square pi by 6. So if we now put the value of cot square pi by 6, cot pi by 6 is root 3, so it will be root 3 whole square, plus cosec 5 pi by 6, we have found out that it is 2, plus 3 into tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3, so it is 1 by root 3 whole square. So that gives us 3 plus 2 plus 3 into 1 by 3. 3 cancels out, so it is 1. So 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is how much? It is 6, and that is our right hand side. Correct? So this is how we can solve the question number 3. Let us move to question number 4 now. In question number 4, we know the value of cos pi by 4, we know the value of sec pi by 3. We have to find out sine 3 pi by 4. So see, so let us find out the value of sine 3 pi by 4. It can be written as sine 4 pi minus pi by 4, that is sine pi minus pi by 4, right? So since it is along the pi, so function will remain same, sine pi by 4. Now we have to check in which quadrant it is falling. So if we make a small diagram, so we can see that pi minus pi by 4 will fall somewhere in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant the sign of sine theta will be what? It will be positive. So this is plus sine pi by 4, and the value of sine pi by 4 is how much? It is 1 by root 2. Now let us come to the left hand side of the equation, that is 2 sine square 3 pi by 4 plus 2 cos square pi by 4 plus 2 sec square pi by 3. So that is 2 into 1 by root 2 whole square plus 2 into cos pi by 4 is again 1 by root 2. So it will be 1 by root 2 whole square plus 2 into the value of sec pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is half. So sec pi by 3 will be 2. So it is 2 square. Now if we put the values, it will be 2 into 1 by 2 plus 2 into 1 by 2 plus this one will be 8. So these two cancels out. 8 plus 1 plus 1, that is 10, and that is our right hand side. Okay, let us move to question number 5, where we have to find out the value of sine 75. So for question number 5.1, we have sine 75. So we can write this sine 75 as sine 45 plus 30. Now we will use a formula here, that is sine a plus b, and the formula is sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. So if we use the same formula here, what we will get? Sine 45 cos 30 plus cos 45 sin 30. Now let us put the values. 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 plus 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. So that is going to give us root 3 divided by 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2, and that is root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. In the same way, we will solve the second one, where we have to find out the value of tan 15 degree. Tan 15 degree. So tan 15 degree can be written as tan 45 degree minus 30 degree. So here we are going to use the value or the formula or the identity of tan A minus B. And what is the identity of tan A minus B? Tan A minus B equals to tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. So let us put the same identity here in this case, and what we will get? We will get tan 15 degree equals to tan 45 minus tan 30 whole divided by 1 plus tan 45 into tan 30. So the value of tan 45 is 1. Value of tan 30 is 1 by root 3 divided by, this is 1 plus 1 into 1 by root 3, that is 1 by root 3. If you simplify it, we are going to get root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. And if we do a bit of rationalization here, we will get our answer. We will get root 3 minus 1 whole square divided by 3 minus 1, and that is 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3 divided by 2, that is 4 minus 2 root 3 divided by 2. If you take 2 common from the numerator and deduct it using the 2 in the denominator, we will get 2 minus root 3, and that is our solution for question number 1 to 5.